My Fiancé at 10 wanted me to sign a Prenup. What I found in it ended our engagement. Yesterday, I returned the ring he once promised would symbolize our forever after discovering the document contained evidence of a life he'd hidden from me for 3 years. When Jason first mentioned a prenuptial agreement, I wasn't surprised. As the CFO of a successful tech startup with significant family wealth, it made sense. It's just business, he explained. My parents insist, and it protects both of us. I agreed without hesitation. I've always believed marriage is about love, not money. What I didn't expect was the 47-page document that arrived at my office via courier last Thursday. Jason texted me to just sign it and get it back to my lawyer by Monday. No discussion, no review together, just sign away. As a contracts attorney myself, I knew better than to sign anything without reading it thoroughly. That night, after Jason had fallen asleep, I settled at our kitchen table with a glass of wine and began my review. The first few sections were standard, protecting his premarital assets, family trusts, future inheritances, nothing unusual or concerning. But on page 23, I found a clause that made my blood run cold. In the event of dissolution of marriage, wife waives all rights to seek any financial compensation, support, or property division related to husband's secondary residence located at 1420 Lakeview Terrace, current or future children residing at said property, or any assets or income associated with husband's relationship to said property, or any assets or income associated with husband's relationship to said property, or any assets or income associated with husband's relationship to said property. Secondary residence: we lived in a downtown condo that Jason owned. There was no lake house, no secondary property that he'd ever mentioned in our 3 years together. I immediately searched the address online. Property records showed Jason had purchased it 4 years ago, a year before we even met. The real estate photos revealed a fully furnished 3-bedroom home with a fenced yard and swing set. My hands shaking, I dug deeper into the document, finding carefully worded clauses about existing familial obligations and prior commitments that would take precedence over any marital financial responsibilities. In that moment, everything clicked. The work emergencies that regularly pulled him away for full weekends, the blocks of time when he was unreachable, the way he always kept his location services turned off, his insistence that we wait another year before starting a family of our own. At 3 a.m., I drove to the address. The house was dark except for a small nightlight visible through a window decorated with cartoon dinosaur decals. I didn't knock or approach closer. I didn't need to. The mailbox confirmed everything. The Williams family. When I returned home, Jason was awake, frantically calling my cell phone. The moment he saw my face, he knew. I can explain, he started, but there was nothing to explain. The Prenup wasn't designed to protect his assets from me. It was designed to protect his secret family from financial claims in a divorce. How old? I asked, my voice surprisingly steady. My son is 4, he admitted. His mother and I were never married, but we've maintained a relationship. It's complicated. No, I replied. It's actually very simple. You are a father who's been living a double life, and I'm someone who deserves better than being your part-time fiancé, reflected. I spent the weekend in a hotel, ignoring his calls and texts. Yesterday, I met him at a coffee shop to return his ring and inform him I'd be moving out while he was at work today. You could have just told me, I said as I placed the ring on the table between us. I might have understood an existing child. I would never have understood the lies. He had the audacity to suggest I was overreacting, that many successful men maintain complex personal arrangements, and that I was throwing away a comfortable future over technical details. He'd planned to explain, eventually. What Jason never understood was that I didn't leave because he had another family. I left because he thought I was the kind of woman who could be bought with promises of financial security while he lived a life of deception. The Prenup he wanted me to sign without reading revealed more than just his secret life. It revealed his fundamental disrespect for me as a partner. Some documents are meant to protect assets. Others, it turns out, protect lies. I am just grateful I discovered which kind I was